Got a busy day ahead.
Really? Why?
You pick up some more nappies if you get a chance. I'm running low.
You should try and get out yourself today, you know. Do you some good. What about that mums and babies swimming thing you told me about?
Water babies. Doesn't start for a couple of weeks.
Water baby.
Oh, well, it's run by one of the other kinds of mother, the perky kind.
I should be back around 4:30. We should go out, you know? Do something, yeah?
You didn't take the last of the milk, did you?
There's another carton. Sorry. I just saw the cow on the side.
Black tea for me, then. Eventually. It won't take 5 minutes. Nigel, please.
I can't, Liz. I'm pushing it as it is.
It's just a carton of milk. Look, I'll have to get dressed. I'll have to get Natalie up and dressed.
Look, I'm sorry.
It's the corner shop. I'm not asking you to go milk the cow yourself.
Have you seen my keys?
Suppose you're in a hurry to see that other cow, aren't you?
Oh, how many more times?
You can't wait to get out of here every morning, looking like that, smelling like I don't know what. I am not coping, Nigel. I'm not.
Hi, it's Ron. I'm sorry I'm not in. You know what to do.
Rana, it's your mother. I'm trying to make arrangement for your cousin's wedding next weekend. Can you let me know if you're coming or not?
No.
Your father says we can't go letting anyone down again. It's family.
Morning.
Nigel, jump in. You're on my way, aren't you?
What?
Oh, thanks. Rana, it doesn't matter. I'm not going to work this morning anyway.
Off to the laundrette, are you?
No, it's a casualty, actually.
What have you done?
It's an accident. It's fine.
Can I?
Yeah, I don't think it needs any stitches, but I thought I'd better, you know.
Oh, there's a fair amount of blood. No tendon damage by the looks of things. Yeah, you'll need a couple of stitches, I reckon. Right, come on, jump in. If you've got a doctor for a neighbour, you might make the most of it.
No, but it's fine. I can.
No buts, I can do it myself at the surgery.
I'm not your patient, though.
Doesn't matter, you know what it's like. You'll be ages at A&E. Come on. It'll only take me a few minutes. Have you playing the violin again by lunchtime?
Good weekend, you know.
Heads up, ladies, coming through. Nearly there, Nigel.
Sorry, would you hold on for just a minute? Sorry, Mrs. Mystery. Dr. Mystery's not... Oh, hold on, he's just here. Ron, a phone call for you.
Oh, can you take a message? Is Ruth in yet?
It's your mother. Sorry, Mrs. Mystery. Is there a message that I can take at all?
First one of the day, Ruth. Can you give me a hand?
Oh, what on earth?
This is Nigel. He's going to need stitches in his hands, and he's bleeding a bit faster now.
Can you take a jacket off for me, please?
Oh, yeah.
You all right?
Yeah, I'll live. It's a stupid accident.
Stitches, Ruth?
In the cupboard next to you. Now, let's have a look.
I don't know how I did it. I was only washing up. I reached into the bowl. I felt something against my hand, but I didn't even realise I'd cut it till it started to sing.
What was it?
A fruit knife sticking out of a mug.
Right, let's get you patched up.
They're enough for another.
Hi.
How you doing?
Surviving. I haven't lived on my own for years.
But?
Well, at least I'm still near the kids.
And Phil?
I could pitch a tent in the garden and still not be close to him.
If there's anything I can do, you know you only have to ask.
You can't carry the whole world and its problems.
I don't. It's just in this case, and I can't help but feeling responsible.
Well, don't. Aside from anything else, it makes it sound like I didn't know what I was doing with your brother. I appreciate you're only trying to help, but I'm coping, honest.
Tell me if it's none of my business, but do you want to get back together with him?
The answer's yes. It's none of your business.
Nigel became a dad a couple of months ago.
Oh, congratulations.
Thanks. Becoming a dad really does change your perspective on things. I even changed jobs over it. It's the best of both worlds, really.
You wouldn't think he was a new man to look at him, would you?
Oh, no, I love all that. Changing nappies and bathing her and stuff. I thought I'd be useless at it, but I've even stopped training with the rugby team so I can spend more time with her now.
Rugby?
Yeah. Bullet Butler. Full back, I was.
I can imagine.
Scissors, Ruth.
Rana.
I tell you, much as I love my rugby, given the choice between pushing my daughter around the park and playing, it's just no contest.
Right, one more stitch, and you'll soon be on your way.
Hello? Oh, hi, Mum. Yeah, I'm fine. Yep, your adorable granddaughter's fine, too. Actually, I was going to ring you. The dinner service that Aunt Julie gave us at the wedding, do you know where it came from? No, it's just Nigel broke a couple of bits washing up last night. Yeah, he does do a lot around the house.
Thanks, Ruth.
He's a decent bloke, isn't he? I mean, he didn't have to help.
Well, he has a good heart, but don't let anyone know I said that. Now, you've got to try and keep that dressing from getting wet. Washing up's out for the while.
I'll give it a wide berth for now.
And you ought to get a tetanus shot, just in case.
No. I mean, I had a booster not so long ago.
Well, if you're sure.
Oh.
Well, that's everything. Here.
Thanks. Cheers.
Come in.
Can I have a word?
Sure, what's up?
Your neighbour, we gave the stitches.
I thought so. That look you gave me when you first saw the cut. What do you reckon?
Well, the knife would have to be wedged in a very funny position for him to get a cut like that.
My thoughts exactly, Miss Marple.
Well, impossible for it to happen.
But highly unlikely. Both of us have seen defence wounds before.
Yes, he was acting a bit cagey about the tetanus shot as well.
Yeah, but he wouldn't be the first bloke I've ever seen afraid of needles.
There is something else. When I was helping him on with his coat, he was holding himself funny, like when someone's bruised the ribs and can't get comfortable.
Yeah. Really weird. Classic defence wound right there!
Maybe he was covering for something else.
Oh, what, he cut himself shaving?
I can't believe you brought him here. It's not as though we don't have enough patients without you curb crawling for more.
I could hardly leave him bleeding in the street, could I?
I know. I just think it's dangerous to make assumptions. Is there anything that makes you think this man's wife and baby is at risk?
Well, if you'd seen the way he was behaving, you would understand why we were worried.
I mean, no one outside a marriage really knows what goes on between a husband and a wife.
I agree. Your neighbour might not be telling the whole truth, but you can't go wading in. How well do you actually know the family?
Well, ish.
Be a different matter if we had their records here. If his wife showed a history of accidents or something.
So you all reckon that I should do nothing?
Aside from anything else, what if they get it into their head to make an official complaint? Care to explain that to Mac when he gets back?
What was he doing that made his wife take a knife to him? Back so soon? Stitch's not giving you grief, I hope?
No, the hand's fine, though. Actually, I was wondering if I left my mobile here. I
I can't find it anywhere. I'm sure I had it here this morning.
Afraid not. Well, not that I know, anyway.
Hey, thanks. On my lucky day. I'll see you, Rana.
Nigel, hang on a minute. You might think this is a bit out of order, but is there something you want to tell me?
Like what?
Liz and the baby okay?
They're fine. Why wouldn't they be?
Well, you know, sometimes a new baby can put a strain on things.
What are you trying to say? You think I can't control myself because the baby cries once in a while or something? I told you. I love my wife. I love my daughter. Everything's okay. I just cut myself.
Just washing up?
Yes. I told you.
I've seen wounds like that before, you know.
What are you on about?
A cut like that can only be got in a fight. It's a defensive wound.
Are you accusing me of something? Are you saying Liz did this to me defending her?
It could look like that, especially to social services.
Well, you're wrong.
Is there another reason? That is not an accident.
Hello? I'm sorry, who? Oh, I see. No, this is his phone, but he must have dropped it here this morning. Excuse me? Who is this? Hello?
Who was that answering Daddy's phone then?
Hi.
What do you want?
I'd like to talk. Can I come in?
Don't you think your family's done enough damage for now?
This is about your family, Phil, not mine. Now, either I can come in or we can have it out on the doorstep. It's up to you.
Why should I listen to anything you've got to say?
I'd say it's as much you needing to talk as me. Am I right?
It's one of the reasons I stopped playing rugby. You're supposed to be battered and bruised after the game, you know?
She hits you?
Yeah. Yeah, she lashes out. This is confidential, though.
Of course.
We were doing fine until Natalie came along, and then Liz just changed.
How?
Well, she took maternity leave, then she got postnatal depression. I still don't get my head around it. I mean, we argued. What couple doesn't? It just got worse. She got worse. I didn't believe it the first time she went for me. You know, it's ironic.
In what way?
Well, she's always been so strong-willed. It's one of the things I admired about her.
For what it's worth, Phil, I'm sorry.
What for? Nothing to do with you.
No, but Chris is my brother. I can't help but feel guilty.
Oh, so this isn't about me at all, is it? You're only here because you feel guilty. What is it with you and guilt, hmm? Do you get a kick out of it? Is that why you went off with a news girl? Enjoying the guilt?
It's a cheap shot, Phil.
Then why are you really guilty? Over your brother? Was it Helen? Is that it?
What?
Are you and Helen?
Oh, don't be ridiculous.
Well, she did with your brother. Why not you?
You've got it all wrong, Phil.
I don't want to hear this. I don't want to hear it from her, and I don't want to hear it from her messenger.
She doesn't even know I'm here.
Well, you won't have to tell her you're wasting your time, will you?
This is a serious illness she's got. You can't go on trying to deal with this one yourself.
Even if Liz agreed to talk to someone, I mean, I'd still have to admit what's going on.
Well, you told me.
In confidence. I never know what's going to set her off. You know, stupid things sometimes. I snore too loudly. She says I do it on purpose. You know, like I provoke her. Yeah, we're fine, thank you.
2 more, please. Thanks.
Another time it was a wet towel in the bathroom. We argued, she pushed me down the stairs.
You don't think the police would help?
She just laughed. Said she was acting in self-defense. I mean, who'd believe me against her?
I'm willing to bet that yours isn't the first case they would have come across.
I did try it. I stood outside the police station once. I felt so ashamed. And this policeman came along, he recognised me because we played rugby against each other. I thought he knows. You can see it in my face.
Rana, it's Ruth. Can you give me a call as soon as you get this? It's about your neighbour's phone.
And can you call your mother, please? She's rung 4 times already and she's getting rather fed up. Like me.
Yes.
You can't let things go on the way they are. You might need more than stitches next time.
I still love her, you know.
Good. Well, if you do, help her. Help her to help herself.
I don't want my marriage to fail.
It doesn't have to, but you have to nip this in the bud now.
Do you think she wants me to leave?
I can't answer that for you, Nigel.
Anyway, I can't go. What about the baby?
Do you think your baby's at risk?
No way. I just meant I'd be worried about missing out.
There we go.
You know, I always admired what you and Helen had.
Did you? Well, maybe you only saw her side of it. The successful doctor.
Oh, come on, Phil. There was more to it than that.
I sacrificed my career so she could have hers. And what do I get? She goes off with someone else and I'm left to try and salvage something for myself out of the mess and the bill for the childminder. Oh, some happy family. Kids didn't see much of Helen before. It's even less of me now.
You could try and save the marriage.
Yeah. Helen gave up on our marriage long before I did. And long before your brother came along. She just couldn't admit it to herself, let alone me.
Look, I still think...
You know, I don't care what you think.
When are you going to stop feeling sorry for yourself and start facing up to a few facts? You could try marriage counselling. Together.
Why?
Because I still think you love her. And I'm pretty sure she still loves you.
Then why did she do what she did?
Only Helen can tell you that. You know, Phil, you hold all the cards here. You can afford to be generous.
Yeah.
Where have you been? Tried getting you at the office, didn't have a clue where you were. So, what did you tell them at casualty?
I didn't go. Rana saw me at the front. Our neighbour, Rana, the doctor. Yeah, well, Anyway, he and the nurse at his practice fixed me up.
So where were you for the rest of the time?
Well, Liz, believe it or not, I sat on a park bench and I tried to work out what's going wrong with our marriage.
Is that where you met her?
Who?
Whoever it was who answered your mobile phone.
Well, I don't know who that was. I've left it somewhere.
Oh, you expect me to believe that?
Good workout?
Never got there. Nigel came back.
Really? Not more stitches?
But not funny. And I was right about the cut.
His wife did do it.
And not in self-defence. It seems she's got quick reflexes to match a quick temper. Poor old Nigel's a hidden statistic.
So, he's the battered one.
And worse still, he's gone back. I can't help feeling I should have done something a bit more. But it's difficult. He's a strong combination of stubbornness and shame.
Yeah, but there are people better placed to help him than us.
Provided he uses them.
Did he ask for your help? Then take my advice. Leave it.
What do you tell all these other women? My wife doesn't understand me.
There are no other women.
There's only one thing that might make me believe that.
What?
You're not smart enough to cover your tracks.
Not as smart as you mean? Tell me, does it make you feel smart to lash out at me? Do you feel superior? You've changed, Liz. There was a time when you wouldn't have dreamt of hitting anyone.
Marriage to you has changed me. You've gradually put me down to your level.
Except I've never hit you. All I've ever done is love you. But that's getting harder.
So why don't you do us both a favour and get out? Now look what you've done!
It's you shouting.
You made me shout!
It's always the same, isn't it? You don't mean to. I make you. I provoke you. You're running out of excuses.
Just get out!
No. I'm not leaving my daughter. If you really want to end this marriage, that's up to you. I'm not giving anything up.
Did you get my message?
Oh, mobile. I forgot to switch it on.
Oh, it's just to tell you that your friend left his mobile here. I only found it when it started ringing. So, someone asked for Nigel and I realised, not very polite.
Oh, Nigel?
No, the woman who rang. I will not repeat what she called me.
Doctor, what's happened? How bad is it?
It's nothing serious.
It was an accident.
Hello, Nigel? Nigel, can you hear me, mate? Nigel? 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 Come round, mate.
How long's he been out?
Not sure, who are you?
I'm a GP, Ron, a mystery. Come on, Nigel.
We can't get a coherent answer from the wife, but apparently he was carrying the baby, he fell, he hit his head, only he's hit it twice, somehow, and look, when we got here, she was waiting outside with the baby and didn't want to let us in. The baby's all right, but we'll still take her and get her checked out. How's yours doing? I'm well under. Hang on.
I can't prove that it wasn't an accident this time, but I know what's been going on.
I might have killed my baby.
You might have killed your husband.
How could I have done this?
You've got to face the facts, Liz. You've got an illness.
What do you know about it?
Yours isn't the first case I've come across. Now, if Nigel wanted to, he could press charges for assault. And he could get custody of the baby.
Maybe that would be for the best.
You can't mean that.
Nigel. Nigel, I'm sorry.
Are you? Are you ready?
Yes. Yes.
Do you know what the worst thing is? The way that woman was somehow justifying her behaviour.
1 or 2 phone messages for you, Rana.
Thanks, Jo.
This one's from your mother. Can you call her, please? This one, oh, that's from your mother again. And this one. This one says what a thankless son you are. Oh, this one's from me. Can you tell your mother I was not covering for you?
And that reminds me, it's been ringing on and off all afternoon.
Hello? No, it's Dr. Mystery. No, it's okay. Can I ask who's calling? I see.
Oh, hey. They're keeping me in overnight for observation. Liz was allowed to take the baby home.
How are they doing?
Oh, Natalie's fine. Bit of an egg on her head. Can't say for Liz. Oh, I did leave it in the surgery. Thanks for getting it back to me. And thanks for everything else.
It's been ringing on and off all afternoon, apparently. I did take one call, mind.
Oh, yeah?
I know about the other woman, Nigel.
Suppose you think I got what I deserve?
No.
So you're gonna tell Liz?
And have a murder on my hands. It's time you both changed, Nigel. Don't you think?
That's me for the day, Joe.
Anything planned for the night?
Sadly not. Beans on toast and a rather cold, empty flat, Beckon. See you tomorrow.